basis?
It's a good thing for the whole offense. They do a lot of different things, and they have different ways to get to different coverages, which is really good for my eyes to see. Not just seeing cover 1, cover 3, or just base coverage every day. So I definitely appreciate Coach Knowles bringing in that new kind of swagger for the defense, and it really helps the offense.
Has that led to any growing pains for you, seeing different stuff every day in practice?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's practice. I try things. I try new things. I try to get better. Try whatever I can, really, just to see what I can do and what I cannot do. So I think it's been challenging. I think it's a good thing.
CJ, how would you compare your understanding of the game now to where you were maybe a year ago in spring ball?
I mean, honestly, things change. Of course, you get more reps behind you. You kind of see it better. I think that's definitely something I'm doing better, just kind of feeling the game more. I think I've always had a good mindset of like coverages and like seeing blitzes and things of that sort. But it's just like you're getting better and better. You're like, maybe one thing that took you 30 seconds to pick up, maybe take you 10 now. So like that's something I'm kind of picking up on.
Coach Dave said, he was asked the other day about the success you've had and whether that's changed. He said, no, it hasn't. You stayed grounded. How have you done that? Just how much has your life changed since a year ago this time?
Yeah. I just think just being grounded on my faith and then just having a good support system, a good foundation back home and then here as well. So, I mean, I just try to lean on God, and God is also, he's humbled me and he's humiliated, he's shown me humility. So, I mean, different things like that I've been through in my life has shown me that you don't want to boast all the time because then he'll humble you. So, that's something that I learned. My mom always teaches me to be humble ever since I've been a baby. So my pops did that as well, my brothers, my sisters. I mean, being the youngest out of a group of 5, I mean, they kind of pick on you. So, I mean, that shows you to be humble as well. So I definitely got that a little bit. So shout out to my brothers and sisters for that.
Even this last year, even now?
Yeah, they always, I mean, my sister, she doesn't ever give me the benefit of the doubt. Every time she sees me, she calls me a big moose and all type of different names and stuff. So, I mean, but I appreciate it. It feels good not to get praised by everybody, you know what I mean?
That's a nice nickname.
Yeah.
Something like that keeps you grounded, CJ? That kind of stuff keeps you grounded?
Yeah, I always appreciate things. That's why I enjoy going home. I enjoy being around buddies. I enjoy being around my homies back home. So, I mean, they definitely we roast all the time. We have fun. We go play. We go go-kart, play top golf, all different things. Just get our mind off the game and just remain regular people.
Do you ever get recognized being outside of Columbus?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, it's a blessing, man. I appreciate it. So I always try to greet people, try to give back. You know what I mean?
CJ, I know you were at the Super Bowl, which is like a different type of experience. That's not what I'm pronounced here. What did you think of the relationship and chemistry that Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp had last season?
That's a good question. I mean, I think they built something in the offseason that definitely they just didn't go on the field and just wing it. I definitely think that they spent a lot of time not only on the field but in the film room. So, I mean, that's something that with this offense I want to do with my guys. Not only just, I know everybody just talks about Jackson, but Jackson's going to do his thing because that's who he is. And I just want to build that relationship with other guys as well. So that's something that I take the approach of. And I think that when you can think about things before you're even doing it and just comes instinct, I think that's the best thing for the offense.
What do you think about the chemistry between Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase?
Another thing, I mean, they're definitely both of those tandems are great. I mean, you have all type of great tandems in the league, and those are people that you look up to. Like, I look up to Joe a lot, even though I don't know him, but I look up to him in this game, how he carries himself. And then Jamar's just a freaking athlete. He's a great player, great routes. So, yeah.
What makes you so, with young quarterbacks, typically coaches maybe want to stay away from middle of field throws because that's where you throw picks at. But that was something that you were very comfortable with from day one. Why are you so comfortable at such a young age throwing the ball over the middle of the field?
I mean, it's just what you see in coverage and the play call. You have to build that confidence, I feel, in practice and your preparation. Watching film, I mean, a couple teams I know I can probably get away with it sometimes. I don't think I can, you know what I mean? So it's just being smart with the ball. I mean, I got to take care of the football so we can win the game. So I think that's something I built kind of as a kid. I mean, my high school coach is here. He was kind of talking to me about that. It's kind of just like, you just got to let it rip. I mean, have confidence. And that's something that I try to pride myself in, is trying to be confident in my throws.
When you have that combined with how this offense works with the guy in the slot, when your slot is also your best weapon, I guess, like, what's on the table there when you have a quarterback who likes to throw the ball over the middle like that? You've got a slot receiver like you have in Jackson. I mean, what kind of numbers can you kind of put up with that combination?
I mean, whatever you put in the work for. I mean, I think Jackson does a great job of keeping defenses honest, and I think our other guys do as well. Like Julian will do that. Last year it was Chris. I think Garrett did that, and I think this year it'll be Marvin, Bab, and Mecca and dudes like that. So, and also JB. We have a whole bunch of guys that can stretch the field, so I mean, it just makes my job kind of easier. Of course, I have to be on my point and be accurate with the ball, but I mean, those guys just help me a lot.
How are you attacking this
Have
offseason?
you noticed HBCUs and, Eddie George, Coach Prime at Jackson State, and Notre Dame is scheduling Tennessee State next year, that they're getting more respect, profile, HBCU schools?
Yeah, I think HBCU schools have always had respect. I don't know if that was the reason why they weren't playing teams or not that are in the FBS, but I'm not sure. I mean, all that matters is that it's changing, you know what I mean? So I appreciate that happening. I appreciate the league speaking up on more minority coaches. I think that's amazing. I just think that when you have so many African-American players and minority players, that you kind of have to show respect to the older guys as well, to coaches who did it as a player, now they can do it as a coach. So I talked to Eddie George about that a couple of days ago, and I'm actually trying to help him recruit a couple players from back home that I know of that just need opportunity. And he's doing a great job over at Tennessee State. Picked up Tavon Pope, my guy. So, I mean, I definitely appreciate what the black culture is doing in the game.
How would you feel like you're attacking this offseason differently from what you were going through last year?
I'm not really attacking it different. Just trying to get better like I always do. Just trying to take one step at a time. Just lead my guys. My job is to make everybody around me better. So that's just my approach is.
I realize that you
this year, obviously, as compared to last year, and how's your relationship with him maybe evolved as well?
He's become much more mature. He knows the offense better. He's moving around the pocket more. He's getting a lot of more reps, just like being himself. I mean, I think your first year is kind of more so you're just trying to fill it out. And I think that's a good thing that he's done. And I think this year he's kind of just putting his foot down and being a leader and trying to help out with the offense to become better.
You said it's not different, but do you see it is it different to see it as a veteran, though, having been through it before and kind of knowing what to expect, especially with a guy like Devin in the ring, kind of experiencing everything for the first time?
Yeah, I mean, my role is just to be a big brother to them and show them guidance and show them the things that I see. Maybe it could help them. Maybe they see it different. I know Justin did that with me. I know Dwayne probably did that with his younger guys. So, I mean, I think that's just the Buckeye way. I mean, Cardell even helps me now. So, I mean, I appreciate those guys for helping. So I try to do the same.
Sorry to interrupt. What do you see out of Devin over the course of these first
I mean, Devin has really excited me. I think he's going to be a Buckeye great, honestly. I think he has a lot of intangibles that he has. I actually see myself in him when it comes to, like, the way he moves in the pocket, the way he throws the ball, his throwing motion. He has a lot of similarities that I have, and he runs the ball really well, too. So just good kid, smart, appreciates the game. Really, he wants to be here. So, I mean, I appreciate people like that.
CJ, when did you figure out that you were
Have they given you more responsibilities, kind of like free staff? Ryan talked about kind of early in spring they wanted to put more on your plate and letting you handle more stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I had responsibilities last season. I think this year I'm doing a little more, which I think is which is appropriate. I think that's something that I definitely can handle. So I'm definitely just trying to get ready for that, of course, because you'll have to do that at the next level. So I really, I think, but really, I mean, it'll help us this season. So that's all I'm really focused on. Just trying to get better this season so we can win.
How does it help you guys if you can do more?
I mean, shoot, ask Coach Day. I'm not the office coordinator, but I mean, it's just more things that I can think about, he doesn't have to think about, so he has other things to think about. So when we're just working together, you know what I'm saying, it's a team.
What's that relationship like, CJ? I was asking Coach Day the other day what he was like as a quarterback. He said, the only thing I had was like a good brain. I didn't have any of the athletic traits, right? Your advancement, you're so smart about the game, and now in year 2, how do you and Coach Day talk about things? What's it like when you're having your offensive specialists?
I mean, it's kind of something similar, but I think it's a little bit more mature. Like, he understands that I know the game, and I've been out there before, so I definitely feel like he's putting more on my plate. And then it feels good to know that somebody played the game, and they're coaching you to play it the right way. So I definitely appreciate him for trying to just help me out each and every day. So then, like, honestly, he doesn't really want me to do anything crazy, which I respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe look like it's crazy on TV, but he really wants me to stay routine because that's what longevity is in a career. So just being consistent, taking the board and stuff, which I don't struggle at it, but I'm trying to excite myself, trying to get better. And I feel like myself having the mindset I have is just like making the hard throws and things like that. But honestly, I was watching this Peyton Manning thing the other day on YouTube, and it's just like it's taking the things there when you're not like when you don't want to. You want to take the shot, but it's just smart to take that, or maybe take a you're 3rd and 5, taking the 4 yard and making your player make the decision instead of trying to take the shot. You know what I'm saying? So just being mature as a player so the team can win.
When did you figure out that you were comfortable with the chaos going on right in front of you as a quarterback? You were able to like watch things down the field despite all this other stuff going on.
You talking about in the pocket?
Yeah, in the pocket.
I've always kind of had that. I'm gonna say I've always had that luxury. I would say because I mean, in high school, my O-line. If y'all watching, I love y'all. But they weren't always the best. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes they would get through, so I'll have to make space, make room. And I think that prepared me as a young kid. So when I got to college, it wasn't anything like abnormal. Of course, my guys here are like out of this world, but sometimes, I mean, like it's football, sometimes you do get got. So, I mean, I try to make those guys better like they try to make me better. So that's just my job, is making those guys right.
See, yeah, but when you go to the line, when you get in the shotgun there, or the pistol, whatever you want to call it, that, what are you looking at before, during, and as a play develops? I mean, how do you get a pre-read on what do you think is happening?
Well, my routine, first of all, I'd like to look at the roof, which is the safeties, 2 high, 1 high. And a lot of teams are getting clever with just like holding it until the play. So I mean, if they're doing that, then I kind of just have to respect it. Then I'm going down to linebacker, trying to see. Actually, I'm going down to the front, trying to see what front they're in, 4 down, 3 down, odd, bear, split, things like that. Split mugs. Just trying to see what my if it's protection, what my tools are, and that toolkit that I have is 60-50 protection. I'm trying to see who's telling, if it's zone or man. Trying to see if there's pressure, zone fire, or if it's a man blitz. So I'm just trying to see different things like that so I can look through my reads and post-snap. I'm confirming all that. So going back to the safeties, I don't really try to look at the line of scrimmage because I think that'll get you caught up trying to see that. So really seeing safety coverage and just trying to go from there.